One day after Justin and Hailey Bieber postponed their wedding ceremony again, we've learned that this important church wedding may never happen. Plus, Justin isn't the only one who is showing Chris Brown support now. Drake is reportedly standing behind him as well. While Chris Breezy has no plans of leaving Paris anytime soon, despite the recent allegations, because he's got work to do. I also have an update as to why police let him go. I've got the latest on the Biebers and Chris Brown right now, so stay tuned. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill. From the Biebers potentially never having that long-awaited church ceremony to the latest with Chris Brown, we have a lot to discuss, so let's get to the details. First up, let's talk about the Biebers. As I told you guys yesterday, TMZ broke the news that these two once again pushed back their long-awaited wedding ceremony for the third time. Yes, they are technically married, but it's been made clear that they find it important to have a church ceremony in front of friends, family, and of course, the big man upstairs. Up until this point, the two really sounded like they were starting to solidify some plans. They had picked a date, they had picked a location, and Hailey had even picked her bridesmaids, but ultimately, they pushed it back again because they could not accommodate everyone's schedules. While we had thought these two would pick another date for the ceremony in the future, we're now hearing that they might never actually have one. A source told In Touch Weekly that from Hailey's perspective, she feels she isn't ready yet because she has too many details she wants to pull off, and some people close to her were unable to make it. While Justin, on the other hand, reportedly doesn't even want to do it anymore because all the attention it's been receiving.
That's not good.
The source said that one day Justin is, quote, into a huge celebration, and then he says he wants a small wedding on a tropical island. Justin's attitude is making everyone around him and Hailey think that this public display of marriage will never happen, including Justin's mom. Patty has reportedly been trying to help move plans along with the assistance of Scooter Braun, but Justin and Hailey don't want anyone else involved. The source maintains that Justin and Hailey want it to be perfect, but the source maintains, quote, it's never going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether or not Justin and Hailey have the ceremony because yes, they are technically married. However, this is an important step for them as a couple to show the world their relationship and marriage. If it doesn't happen, then I think people will continue to judge and make speculations about their relationship. The Biebs' relationship isn't the only thing that has people judging him these days. He also caught heat for showing his support to Chris Brown amid rape allegations. If you remember, Justin commented on this video of Chris and said that he's the GOAT and no one can touch him. Now, Justin isn't the only celeb lending his support to Chris Brown. Drake is reportedly also standing behind him. A source close to the situation revealed that Drake has Chris's back no matter what, and that he's made it clear he will be there for him no matter what he's going through. Drake reportedly holds his friendship with Chris close, so even though he's going through a difficult time, this source maintains Drake will continue to show him loyalty. And while I see how people can judge people like Justin or Drake who lend their support to Chris Brown because of his past, they might be right on this one, as a new report from TMZ explains why police felt Chris did not do anything wrong at this time. A source related to the situation told TMZ that Chris is currently free to go now because authorities had a hard time believing the victim's story. This source describes it as, quote, the weakest part of the case. As we previously reported, the alleged victim claims the assault went on for 25 to 30 minutes and that Chris wasn't the only perpetrator. She says she was assaulted and abused by two other people with Chris. TMZ reports that police believe the story to be thin, as she never tried to leave or alert any of the other people in the room. Again, I don't know if this is true. All I know is this is the victim's story and French authorities do not believe it. The TMZ source even said when Chris was released, police apologized to him. What makes this whole thing more interesting is that Chris has still not left France. A separate source told TMZ that Chris is in the midst of filming a music video in Paris. In fact, he was seen filming a dance scene in the streets. TMZ reports that Chris invested 6 figures into the video for his song called Back to Love, so he wants to see the project through. Still, Chris denies the rape allegations against him, and as far as we know, the plan is still in action to sue the reported victim for defamation of character. All right, you guys, I'm ready to hear all your thoughts here. Do you think the Biebers will ever have that wedding ceremony, or do you think it will never happen? Also, thoughts on Drake supporting Chris Brown? Let me know in the comments below. For more Bieber news, check out the full story on them postponing for a third time. And for more celeb news, subscribe now.